Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Indigo here. I hope you're having a good day or a good night, whatever time it is when you watch this video, okay? Let's get into a message for the collective. I don't really know where I'm about to start off with this message because, truth be told, I didn't really plan on making a message to begin with. What is that? Anyways, I didn't really plan on making a message to begin with. I actually just was crying for like an hour. I cried really fucking hard and it felt really, really good. I think unconsciously, I feel like when you go through so much shit and you finally start to like get away from it, your mind just can become focused on getting getting shit done that you need to get done so that you can move on to the next phase of your life, right? And like a lot of the time, like we won't acknowledge the fact that like, especially for people who like have been actively, like, I'm literally sweating, especially for the people that have been like actively healing and like doing all this inner work, right? It's like when do you acknowledge how far you've come, or when do you acknowledge that you are so far away from what used to be? Like just recently I've been having these moments where like my mind triggers memories from like the same time frame of like last year and where I was and how I was moving and how I was thinking and all the shit that was going on with me coming into contact with people who are in different cults trying to sacrifice me and shit, right? Like literally just this year around this time I was in Detroit and somebody was trying to sacrifice me. Bitch, I was fucking in Detroit and somebody was trying to sacrifice me. Like, let's just keep it a being, right? Like, and that was what the fuck was going on. And it's like, wow, to not be right, because what is it, it's after Thanksgiving, right? I was serving, right? I'm no longer a server. Like, I'm working in retail now. Like, bitch, couldn't even get a job as a server. Like, God was not allowing it. Like, I don't even know why, but maybe it's just this particular places that I went to, right? But anyways, it's like, I don't know, it's just crazy. Like, it's just crazy. It's crazy, guys. Like, I feel like so much time has passed and I don't even think that my brain has properly functioned and realized how much has gone, right? Like, and how much has came. Like, my brain has not, it just has not, it hasn't caught up with reality. Like, I literally do feel like I've been living in a dream for like the past, I don't know how many fucking years. Like, I feel like the time that I stood outside and a fucking spaceship flew above my fucking head, the same day that I did a money manifestation, bitch, I did, and I forgot that I even did that. The same day that I did that, my ancestors flew above my fucking head and told me that I needed to go. And around the next cycle, the next year, was the time that I actually went on the trip. I went on the journey. Like, when I tell people like, oh, I've just been traveling, they look at me and they're like, oh wow. But they don't know, bitch, what the fuck, why I've been traveling. Motherfuckers be like, oh shit. Like, it's just so funny to me. But I just, it's crazy to me how time works in this reality. Like a year really is not, it's not as long as we actually perceive it to be. And I feel like the older, the wiser I become, the more mature I become, the more I really like realize like time really is an illusion. Like you could feel like something is taking forever, but it literally is taking like the perfect time. Like I feel like divine timing is really just like when we say, oh, I gotta get myself together, like God like really knows how to like get you together. Like God knows everything you need to be gotten together. Like, and He gives you like so much in abundance. Like He doesn't just like he's not the devil. You know, the devil will give you something like little cute here, but like when God gives you something, like you never run out of that feeling of like, wow, like I was really given this. Like it never goes away. Like you know how like when you buy something, like people like, I think I probably am like, that's my shadow side, but like I like to shop. Like I like stuff, I like things. I think things and stuff are so cute, right? And it's like it never goes away. Like I don't think I ever spent time appreciating the things that I would get, that I would be manifesting for myself. The only time I really feel like I did that was when I manifested that jean jacket that I had, and just recently I sold it because I needed to, but like, and it was just time to let it go. Like, you know, it was just time to let it go, and I had appreciated it so much because like I didn't have to work to get it. Like somebody literally just gifted it to me. Like it was a gift from literally a stranger whose house I walked past. Like it was a gift. And like that was the first time that I really sat with something that I acquired and like really appreciated. I think now it's just like, I don't know how my brain is moving right now. This is weird to me. I think I'm gonna start doing this more where we just kind of sit and talk. We might pull cards, girl. I don't know. I did pull some cards before, and I thought the cards that came out were crazy. But the Strength card came out. Then it was Judgment, the King of Swords, the Ace of Rods, the Ace of Swords with the Eight of Wands. And now that I'm saying this out loud, I think I got the message. But it just like, I don't know, like it's like I'd rather get something from the divine than I get from the devil. And like, don't get me wrong, the devil plays his part, like, you know, but like when you just really let go and let God, like shit just works out so differently. Yeah, I think today was the first day that I realized my barrier between trusting, right? It's like we get so caught up in the physical reality, and like especially me, like my brain has been like constructing the perfect environment that I could possibly manifest for like me and my daughter, right? Like the perfect outline of it, because having things material is essential for raising children, right? And like my mind has been so focused on that I kind of like, it's not that I forgot about love, it's just like, oh, okay, well I love myself, like self-care routine, like let's just do that and mind our own fucking business. Like who gives a fuck? Like I don't have time to think about anybody else but what I need to do so that I can do for her, right? And it's like it took like the love out of it, because it was almost as if like I didn't want to attach myself to the idea of it, because what if it didn't work that way? But then I realized like the lack of allowing myself to feel love was the issue. It was the problem. And it was the problem because the love is really what created the manifestation. It's like, how are you manifesting if you're not manifesting out of your heart space? And it's like a pause. Like I just kind of paused it, like pause. But unconsciously, I think I did that. and just kind of became focused on the worldly things that I needed to get done. But I don't even think I appreciated those things in its fullest capacity. Right? Because it's always like, okay, well, the next thing that needs to do this, and the next thing this needs to be done next, and this needs to be done next. And it's almost like I created the thought of like, well, I won't really be happy until I get the final outcome. And I feel like that just sucks the fun out of like life. Like, it sucks the love out of life. It sucks the gratitude. Like, it minimizes your feeling in relation to how grateful you actually are for what it is that you're experiencing or what it is that you're acquiring. And then it kind of formulates into like this complacency feeling of just feeling like, oh, well, this is good for right now. Like, I'll just endure it because I have to, or I'll just go through it because I have to, instead of like enjoying it or being open-minded to what the situation is teaching you, right? And y'all know I'm such a big like, oh, let me grow, let me heal. It's just like, bitch, I was just like, you know what, I'm turning everything off. Like, I'm turning it off. I'm not in the mood today, all right? It's like, because when you do so much and you still feel like you have so much more to do, it's just like, oh my gosh, when am I ever going to get there? And now realizing like I am there, I'm just not allowing myself to realize it. I'm not allowing myself to enjoy it. I'm not allowing myself to be present. I'm not allowing myself to love or to feel love because I hadn't gotten to that finished product. And I feel like a lot of people can resonate with that. Like, not feeling satisfied until you get to a certain place. I think a lot of the world could struggle from that. Like, that expectation that we set on ourselves to where it is that we should be after doing whatever it is that we do. It's like, well, why is that way? Or why is that this way? And then it's weird. It's not weird, but like the environment or the spaces that I go into, like even my job, like I enjoy my job actually. Like I enjoy working where I work, and I never been one to just look at something as like, oh, a job, like, you know, like I always look at the bigger picture of how I can contribute to something or how my energy contributes to something. And I think I just started to feel like, you know, well, this doesn't really even matter because A, B, and C, and like people like starting to be pessimistic instead of optimistic, right? Especially in acknowledging the new version of myself and like the new energy that I'm in and me knowing how to utilize it, right? It's like the fear of it, it's like I began to formulate a fear of, okay, what if this doesn't work out the way that I want it to or the way that I feel it should? It's like, oh, I'd rather detach all of my feeling and my emotion from it than to attach it or to feel absolutely fucking anything besides what the fuck I feel about myself. Like, I feel like that's just really not how I am. Like, y'all know, like, I'm very sensitive and I feel about everything. Like, bitch, feeling is me. Like, feeling is the flow. Like, I am the ocean, bitch. I am the plants. I am the flowers, bitch. I am the trees. I'm the birds, bitch. Like, I am everything. So why am I trying to minimize myself down to being one thing, right? And even like I'm looking at like the Eight of Cups. It's like, let me go hide and talk to my nature friends. But then it's also like, I could feel that too for a lot of the collective. Like, we're going into a new year. It's like, I don't want to go into this new year and this same energy or talking about this same situation or this person still being a hindrance in my life, or not that they are, but feeling as though that they are, because you know what they are doing, what they're intending. It's like, when do I get to have like a break? When do I get to experience like real love, like the love that I give to other people? When do I get that in return? And I feel like I started to disregard the love that I actually am receiving, because it didn't feel as though that was what I was receiving. And the reason it didn't feel that way was because I wasn't allowing myself to feel it at all. So it's like, bitch, well, how the fuck are you gonna feel it if you not even trying to feel it to begin with? And it's like, oh, I can see how that could be a problem. And it's like, even like envy, jealousy, like all those things in love, it's like, people, and I think for me, it's just like me wanting people to be in that energy of like, no, like, you feel that way about me because it's within you too, and I'm just here to awaken it within you. Like, I'm not here to create anything other than a positive impact on your life. But it's like, we all have our steps in which we have to take to get to where it is that we want to be. And a part of love is being patient and kind and caring and nurturing. And it's almost as if like I didn't really want to extend that to other people, especially just meeting people. But it's like all these energies that I come in contact with, like, I'm not saying that everybody is, for me, because that's not the case. But it's like, bitch, this new vibration, it's like, you can't go against God. Like, it's just completely impossible. So it's like, God doesn't, walk around scared. So, yeah, I think a lot of purging definitely going on. And I've been burning cinnamon lately to really add that love vibration into my heart, because it really needed it. Like, it really, really needed it. Like, it really, really needed it. And I think it's been working. And I think this is just me acknowledging that it's been working. But yeah, it's definitely working. I'm feeling it. Everything has been quite interesting. And it's weird because, like, I don't know. A part of me is like, I am very excited about starting over, right? I'm excited of having a new lease of life and, being on this new journey. Like, I'm very excited about a lot of things. And it's like even like small shit that seems insignificant to other people, like I've always wanted to accomplish it. And because I've always had these interferences in my life, I've never gotten to accomplish it. And like, people say like, oh, it's because God has something greater for you, but it's like, it's still on my bucket list of like things to do. And like, I can't help it. Like, I literally truly can't help it. Like, I can't help that I am a supernatural being who enjoys indulging in this 3D world because it's fun to me. And then I also like the energy that I add to other spaces to create and bring about change. Even if I'm in the space of, maybe not being open to, my skin looks fucking phenomenal. I don't know why, like, my skin lately has just been like really giving, and I'm so soft lately. Like, I'm so it's so nice. But yeah, and then that I was gonna say that song came out. Somebody's about to release a new song. Okay, somebody could also go on vacation, and while you're on vacation, you can find out that you're pregnant. Crazy, or you could get pregnant on vacation. Anyways, let your friends help you. So this card right here is like, after a time of going through so much and dealing with so many different types of people, it's like you almost cut yourself off to even the thought of like having friends. And like, no, not everybody is going to be your friend, but I do feel like there are people that are your friend, whether they be in the spiritual or whether they be in the physical reality. And I feel like these people want to assist and help you, and they're very open to it. And there's some other cards that I pulled out too. Ma'at, Truth and Fairness came out. Love Yourself First came out. And then Anubis Transformation. So it's something about like the truth of situations and why something has been the way that it's been, has been released to the public is what I want to say. And like, even that's as deep as the motherfucking government telling everybody that aliens is real, bitch. Like, there's some explaining that has to go on, because the way that humans are acting right now, especially certain people who like have like, are like on this power, like just this power hungry, like this just, oh, I'm bigger than God type of energy. Like even leaders of different countries, they're still a god. Like, they're not as powerful as they think that they are. And like, this nuclear war bombing shit is just like, all right, you motherfuckers need to calm the fuck down, because that's really not what's happening right now, especially with the veil being. And then that's what I mean about divine timing. Like, Earth is a shithole. Like, and the reason there's so much extraterrestrial activity is because we've had to come here to help the people who inhabit this planet create some type of balance and structure on it, because the balance and structure that has been created has helped beings like me ascend. But it also has, and I just seen like two splits of reality, but it also has created a lot of things that were not supposed to be created. And we all know, in order to build new things, other things have to be destroyed. But this isn't the energy of like, one person can ruin it for everybody. No, the people that are ruining, or that are trying to ruin it and for everybody, are being plucked out. Like, y'all gotta go, and y'all are being removed, okay? Because the world doesn't deserve to suffer just because certain people can't get their fucking act together. Children don't deserve to suffer because certain people can't get their act together. Like, nobody deserves to, suffer on the behalf of another person. And I feel like that is just a very inhumane thing. And there are just certain energies that create this chaos and just this tumultuous like living environment, and it just is not the move. Okay, it's not the move anymore. Yeah, so a lot of things are about to change. Last night was very interesting. Like I prayed pretty fucking hard last night. Um, or I just prayed with a lot of intention and emotion, and like my ancestors just like, yo, we're here. We're here. We're here. Like it's gonna be okay. We're here. It's okay. Like don't panic. We're here. Like just do what you want to do. Everything will be fine. Like there's nothing to worry about. It's just like this sense of peace and like I don't know, it's just really nice right now. Like the energies feel really good. Okay. And I feel like everybody is also awakening to the signs of themselves. That's what I wanted to say. Everybody's awakening to their power. And there's an air sign that is trying to get back in your energy. And I just feel like it's a no-go. Like it's a hard no. It's a hardcore hell no because it's a false person. And this person has a lot of childhood trauma that's affecting you, but this person feels like you're very grounded and that you have the ability to give them the love that they never received. And it's kind of like they just want to hide behind you because they don't want to receive karma for something that they did. But that is what is about to take place. Okay, that's what's happening. Yeah, there's a lot of like, there's a lot of people who are like on their last leg. Okay, someone got caught the Hierophant. Or there could also be somebody who's the air sign that found out about somebody in your life that was a false person. Okay. This person could be some sort of practitioner or magician energy. And it's kind of like they want to apologize to you, not on the behalf of somebody, but like they're apologizing to you on the behalf of somebody because they could have did some type of work on you and they feel guilty about it because they found out the truth. Okay. Somebody's name could be Victor. Also, something about Trump. What? Wait a minute. This is beyond me. The president of the motherfucking United States, bitch. Because Trump was the one that was going to tell us about the aliens. And then everybody got mad at him. Remember? What the fuck am I channeling? Okay, so everybody got mad at Trump because he was going to tell us about the aliens. And by everybody, I mean the people that are in like the government, right? Like the White House or whatever, right? And then they tried to put him, they tried to put his ass in jail for a bunch of shit that he was doing on the slick tip, right? And then he just out of nowhere started running for presidency. Pretty much got that whole shit expunged, became president again, and now is like making all these crazy ass drastic changes in the world. And a lot of people are like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, he has no I feel like Trump is responsible for reversing a lot of the spells and indoctrination that's been placed upon our people, but people don't see it that way because they became susceptible to living and existing in a world that allow people to make mistakes that to allow people to make changes to God's natural creation, which wasn't what God wanted. So it's crazy because people look at Trump as like the bad guy, but like in a lot of aspects of it, he's not. And I'm not to say that he's like this perfect person, because nobody's perfect under any circumstances. But there's a lot of things that he's responsible for shifting in this country, that are going to contribute to the saving of a lot of things, which also is going to make him have to undergo some type of emotional higher being transformation, which Elon Musk is also very much so a part of. Okay, because Elon studies the mind and how people think and things of that nature. So Elon understands a lot of things about people who are poor, people who don't have things, people who didn't grow up with a silver spoon. He understands a lot of it, which is also why he likes rappers. Okay, but it's funny that the devil card is the card that I split the deck open to. And then remember the time. But yeah, that's also that judgment, King of Swords, Ace of Swords. So he's also being held responsible for relaying truths to the people. He also is in trouble of relaying truths to the people. I also feel like somebody could be in regret for how they treated their wife. I don't know if his wife is deceased, but there's something about that, yeah. Anyways, yeah, live more, worry less. Evil eye was sent back. Temperance, your angels are balancing out any evil eye that's being sent towards you. Okay, and it's being like it's like very heavy repercussions as well. It's like people who are placing judgment upon you are really having to feel their feelings and their emotions when it comes to themselves. Like for me, for example, like when everybody's like, oh, you shouldn't do it, return to sender, because why would you want to spew out the negative energy that somebody's spewing out to you? So how I do return to senders is that I return to sender with the intention of making the person having to reflect on why it is that they are projecting the energy that they are projecting to you. Okay, because this invokes the energy of having to self-reflect, right? And when you can acknowledge why it is that you're doing something, it's a point to where you have to choose whether or not you are going to stop being a shitty person and heal and work on yourself and acknowledge, or you're going to continue to be a shitty person. And that is really truly when you can get somebody in the position to have to be dealt their karma sooner rather than later. And I feel like that is a more effective way of doing a return to sender, especially as a healer, when you have to combat certain energies, right? It's like we're not fighting fire with fire, you know? And I feel like people know that, like, you are this, like, magician, like, you're just this magical creature. And I feel like your spirit guides could be calling you to go into nature. It's something about going into the forest. And you're going to see something. I'm literally seeing this. It looks like a tree. It could be Mother Nature, nature spirits, okay? There's a congregation of trees that are waiting to talk to you. And that sounds literally crazy as fuck, but that's literally what I just seen. I was literally standing in the middle of the forest and a congregation of trees approached me. And they were talking to me. Like, you know how people have those like decorations that they put in their trees? I keep seeing two splits of reality. Like my eyes keep seeing like I can see one dimension and then I can see the other. My that keeps happening. But you know how like people have those faces that they put on trees for like decorations? Like yeah, it's literally giving like eyes, nose, mouth. It's giving hair, face, ass, titties. Yes. That is so funny to me. I feel like somebody could also be heavily thinking about you at this time. Somebody that could want to go on an adventure with you. It's adventure time. Somebody's favorite color could be blue. Blue. Oh, what the fuck was that? I have no absolutely idea. Um, yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot of change that I feel like is taking place, and I feel like it's just because of a lot of healing. But yeah, I don't know. That was just the message, I guess. Um, and 777, okay, a real big misunderstanding. Something's about to be cleared up. Okay. And a lot of mother wounds, I feel like, are being healed at this time. A lot of acknowledgement about mother wounds as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go take a shower and be lazy and read a book. I'll see you guys later. Bye.